So now we will discuss the point energy conservation in pumps. Before going with the concept of energy conservation in pumps, you should go with how the pump actually works. I am putting a link in the description. Please go through that video, that how the pump works. That will help you to understand the concept of energy conservation in pumps in a better manner. Means you should know what is impeller, working of impeller, what is the function of this motor, how these pipes are situated, what is the pressure exerted on the pipe matters, because you can't increase the pressure which is getting applied on the pipes, because if the pressure goes beyond that, the pipe will burst out. Then you have to fix the heads. Heads means the height or the depth, we can say, from which depth we have to suck the water and at which height we have to send the water. Two things are quite clear. Pump system is always used to flow the liquid, or normally we can say water, and compressors are used for the mobilization of air. Hope so you had seen the video. Now we will start. So this is a source from which we have to suck the water, and this is our destination point. And now you have to let the water flow from this to this one. Okay. Now here what we are doing, we are sucking the water. If you had gone through the video, you will understand the working of impeller. The impeller creates the negative pressure, and hence the suction occurs, and this suction will lift the water, and this water will transfer through the pipe to the destination. Now as far as the working is concerned, it might be get clear through the video. Now we will highlight how we can conserve the energy in pumping system. Okay, the first point is ensure adequate NPSH, stands for net positive suction head, at the site of installation. And this is quite important, because many of you have the motors at your home. You can say boring motors. Boring motors are also the part and parcel of pumps, because whenever we are installing a bore, the depth we decided as 120 meter or 300 meters. So according to the depth, you have to install a motor. Means if you go with the specification of motor, you may heard the words 1 HP, 2 HP, 3 HP, right? So the HP stands for horsepower, and this horsepower specify how much suction or how much water, means from which depth the water can be sucked by the motor. So this is quite important, and based on your heads you have to select the motor, right? Second point, okay, firstly if what will happen if we go with a low rated value, means if your boring depth is 300 meters and you had installed a motor of 1 HP, what will happen? As soon as you start the pump, it will try to suck the water from the depth, but as the motor doesn't have the capacity, after a short span of time the motor will burn due to overload condition. Okay, that's why it is quite important, whenever you are installing a pump system, you should understand what is the requirement of the site. Point number 2, ensure availability of basic instrument in the pump like pressure gauge and flow meter. So that is quite important, because you have to fix the pressure. The pressure should be in a limited range, because whatever the pipe system you are using, the pipe should be able to sustain that pressure, otherwise the system will burst out. Next point, operate pump near best efficiency point. That is a quite obvious point, that whenever we are using something, we have to use it with the best efficiency. Point number next, modify pumping system and pump losses. Okay, modify pumping system in the sense what? If you find that sometimes the old pumps still used in some system. So at that time they are producing more losses, so you have to replace those pumps or replace those motors or the pipe system. So there are many parameters which you have to modify to increase the efficiency. Fine. Next point, adapt to wide load variation with variable speed drives or sequenced control of multiple units. Now this variable speed drive, again this point matters a lot, because variable speed drive means you can control the motor speed. Now in the previous point of as far as HVAC we had discussed that our fan, the ceiling fan, is nothing but the best example of variable speed drive. Same like that, we can control the speed of motor. According to that we can change the suction, or we can change the flow rate of water or flow rate of the liquid. Means sometimes it may be possible that we require higher flow rate, and sometimes it may be required that we require a low flow rate. So this will be only achievable if you had installed a variable speed drive. Otherwise what will happen, in all condition the flow rate will always remain constant, and that is a unnecessary thing. Next point, use booster pump for small load requiring higher pressure. Now you know what is booster, right? So there are booster pumps which whose flow rate is quite high for small heights, not for big heads. They are used always for small heads. Point number next, increase fluid temperature differentials to reduce pumping rates in case of heat exchanger, right? Now in heat exchanger we had already discussed in power plants like nuclear power plant, we require a heat exchanger, right? Because the flow rates are different, means a water flow which is coming from the nuclear reactor and other which is going to the turbine, they both meet inside a heat exchanger. And if you had observed one thing, in many power plants we had used a word pump. Over there we use the pump for circulation of water, and this matters a lot. Means in every power plant we require a water circulation, and if the temperature is high, so definitely it will convert it faster to the steam. Fine. Next, repair seals and packing to minimize water or liquid loss by dripping. And this is quite important, because if there are leakage, the water will drop out, means total volume of water will decrease, and hence the pressure exerted or the pressure created by the pump will decrease. Okay. Leaking is never a good thing everywhere. Means if you are going with any system, every system should not have any leakage at all, because if it is a refrigeration system, if it has leakage, the cool air will leak out through the leakage, and hence the compressor will have to work more. Then if we are going with a heating system, again if there is a leakage, then the heating coil it has to work more. In short, every time if there is a leakage, you have to means what we can supply more energy for the same purpose. Means instead of conserving the energy, we are wasting the energy. Next, balance the system to minimize flows and reduce pump power requirement. Okay, this is called optimization of thing. Means how we can reduce the size of pump, or how we can reduce the length of pipes, because that pipe length also matters a lot. If you are increasing the pipe length, definitely the pressure or the pump system you need will you have to increase in power, because to make the water flow for a long distance you should create that much suction. Fine. Next, conduct water balance to minimize water consumption. Now this water balance, this point we can go with, if you had gone with the concept of that video of working of pump, it will get clear. Next, avoid cooling water recirculation in DJ set. Now there pump has many applications. Everywhere wherever we require the flow of water or liquid, there we are using pump. That's a common thing. Means don't ever don't put a example that pump means a simple circulation system. No, wherever there is flow of liquid or there is flow of water required, the thing or that whole system requires a pump. Now in DG sets means diesel generator set, air compressor, refrigeration system. Definitely in refrigeration system, if that is the big refrigeration system, we require a pump to circulate. Cooling towers, feed water pumps. Definitely we had discussed about cooling tower, that the cooled water comes in the condenser and the hot water goes back to the cooling tower. Over there also we require a pump, condenser pump and processor pump. So these are all the areas where we are installing the pump. Now the point is, avoid cooling water recirculation. Avoid cooling water means what? If we are sending cooling water, definitely the energy required will be high. Here we require hot water. Okay. Next, replace old pumps by energy efficient pumps. That is the general point. Next, in the case of over designed pumps, provide variable speed drive. Now we had already discussed what is the importance of variable speed drive. We can control the flow rate according to our convenience, and that's why variable speed drive, or we can say VSD, is important in pump. And last point, optimize number of stages in multi-stage pump in case of head margins. Means whenever we have to deal with a very high head or high height, a single pump or a single motor can be able or cannot be feasible to supply the water to that height. So in that condition we use multiple pumps for the suction. Okay. So this is it. Hope you understand the point. Again the request is, please, before starting with the point, go through the video of working of pump.